What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today, my name is DFS Bankroll. New channel here. So any feedback, suggestions, questions, comments that you guys have, please feel free to leave them below. Won't take anything the wrong way. Just going to be going over this two-game slate tonight that we have between Houston, Golden State, Boston, and Milwaukee. One very pivotal game, one game not so important. I think we know who's going to win between Milwaukee and Boston. Milwaukee wants to close this thing out at home tonight. So we're going to start out here looking at our position optimizer on Draft Dashboard. At point guard, tonight we have James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, Chris Paul at pretty much all your spend-up options. I don't know if I'd call Chris Paul spend-up. He has been pretty well priced throughout this entire series. I like him as a play. Starting with James Harden, obviously he's been playing some great basketball. He started out good, 55, then 44, 64, 64 the last two games against Golden State at home. I think tonight might be a different story. I think he could probably fall off a little bit. Still in the 50 range, but he's projected for 60 tonight here on Draft Dashboard. He hits value 82% of the time, as you can see over here. Last three games, 64, 64, 44 minutes, 39, 45, 34. Great usage for him. He's been playing great basketball. Kyrie Irving, a guy that has been playing some sneaky good basketball as far as fantasy points go. He's gone 52, 24, 47, and 50 the last four games. Obviously, that 24-point outing is not something that's very common from him. This is an elimination game. He's going to play hard. His shooting hasn't even been that good, and he's gone 47-50. I think the last two games he's shot 8 of 22 and 7 of 22 from the field. So his shooting's been pretty cheeks, don't get me wrong, but if he starts making his shots and his three-pointers, you're going to see a big 50-point, an upper 50-point, 60-point game out of him possibly. I mean, they don't want to lose here. They know the series is probably done. But he's going to play hard tonight. Steph Curry had been pretty quiet this whole series until last game on Monday night. Had 50. Great game out of him. He's starting to shoot the ball better. KD kind of shared the ball with him that game. But as you see before, he was stuck in the 30s. Usage rate has been good. Tonight at 7,900 on DraftKings, he hits value 78% of the time. It's not a bad play at all. But Don't be surprised if he gets another 35-point game for you because KD's hogging the ball. Chris Paul here, I really like Chris Paul tonight. At 6,500 on DraftKings, hits value at 88% of the time, nearly 90% of the time he hits value there. Been pretty consistent this whole series, 32, 41, 38, 35. I think he is someone tonight that if James Harden kind of has, not as good of a game, which would still be in the 50 burger range, Chris Paul can kind of pick some of that up, and with veteran leadership, they don't want to go back home for Game 6 down 3-2 in the series. Golden State will close the door on that if they win tonight. So Chris Paul, I like him here. Obviously, 88% hit for that. Eric Bledsoe, this is laughable. I mean, I woke up this morning and saw this salary on him, and it's unbelievable. I don't know if the guy's been this low all season. Haven't been doing DraftKings for that long, but as long as I've played, he's never been this low, I don't think. He's been absolutely butt cheeks this entire series. 18 points, 36, great job. 15, 25. He's just not good against Boston. And even being someone, if you don't have a strong knowledge of the NBA and the entire season that's been playing out, Eric Bledsoe is not good against Boston. He's just not. So could he get you that 36-point game? Yeah, he definitely could, but, it's very unlikely, especially in an elimination game for Boston. They don't want to lose, clearly. But, he could always do it. Usage has been there, definitely. He's just, not good against Boston. George Hill, he's a fine play for value. Obviously had that 14, then 32, 28. So, his minutes have looked good the last few games, but he's always there for that 14-point outing, but I don't expect him to get there. I expect him to be in the mid-20s tonight. Hits value at 24% of the time at 4,200 on DraftKings, so that's kind of sketchy. I don't know how much I like that, but for a value play, you could get there. That's what he's there for. Marcus Smart, no, just not doing it. Austin Rivers, played him on Monday. He helped me triple my money on Monday. I don't think he's getting 27 again on DraftKings. He's just not. Hits value at 43% of the time, so not terrible, but at 3,500, I just don't really like him. I think he's going to get stuck in the upper teens. I don't think he gets to 27 again tonight. Other than that, the point guard position, obviously there's really no one. Let's go to shooting guard. Obviously James Harden, Steph Curry again, kind of went over them. Steph Curry, for his points to get back up there, he needs KD to share the ball. Steph Curry needs to shoot well. Chris Middleton at home, love him. Last 4 games against Boston. Last 2 at home, 40, 41, and then 38, 29 at Boston. Last game was definitely a bad game for him, but, hits value at 71% of the time there. Ownership's going to be at 47% tonight. His minutes were there, 37, 38, 32 the last 3 games. I really like it. I think he's going to get back to that 40-point mark. They want to win this game. They don't want to go 7. Boston wins this game. They win Game 6, in my opinion, and it comes back to Milwaukee for Game 7, and they don't want to get there. They're closing this out tonight. Klay Thompson had a good Game 2 and Game 3, 23 points the other night. I think him and Steph Curry kind of go hand in hand. Splash Brothers, if one's shooting good, I think the other's going to be shooting pretty well as well. Jaylen Brown, he's been consistent all series. 30-point mark the last 2 games. 27, 25 before that. He is someone that I don't get into playing too often, but we could always see. Eric Gordon, his minutes are there, man. 36, 45, 39. His minutes are there. His shooting's there. He's playing great basketball. Game 2 is kind of a fluke. Other than that, he's been in the 30s and has hit 41. I see him getting back to the 39-minute mark tonight, if not 40. Houston needs to win this game at Golden State. They can't go back to Houston down 3-2. Iguodala, he has an injury, I think. He's probable. Hyperextended left knee, but is expected to play. So he'll play. I think his minutes might be a little bit reduced, but they definitely need him there. He's a very key factor, Mr. Playoffs. Obviously 24, 33, 36 out of him. But he does hit value 32% of the time. He is sort of injured, so I'd be careful what you do with him there. Obviously George Hill's there. Pat Connaughton's been playing some good basketball, 23, 31, 26. Hits value 52% of the time. He's going to get minutes. He's gotten it, almost 30 minutes the last 3 games. I have no problem going with Pat Connaughton. He's one of my favorite plays here tonight as far as value goes, especially in a blowout. Even if the Bucks blow out Boston at home, Pat Connaughton could still see playing time in that blowout. Moving on to the small forward position. Obviously, my 2 favorite plays tonight for spend up are going to be Giannis and Durant. They've been playing great basketball. 47, 62, 54 out of Durant. 56, 69, 71 out of Giannis. I think Giannis can top that 71. He hits value at 80% of the time at 10,300. You just can't go wrong with him unless he has that, 38-point game. But I think after that, he turned it on. His brother Trash talked to him a little bit, so he's been turning it on. He's gotten better each game. They want to close this out at home. He's going to be playing a lot. He's going to see, I think, 35, 40 minutes tonight. He could hit that 39 mark again, definitely. Chris Middleton, not a bad play. Jason Tatum's been playing great basketball, 41, 45 the last 2 games. He said he was going to turn it on, and he did. His minutes have gone up, so he hits value 62% of the time. He's a little more expensive than I want him to be. I don't think he's going to be in the 40s tonight. I think you'll see him hover around the low to mid-30s. So I may go with someone more like Marcus Morris or Eric Gordon in that position. But, we'll see. Marcus Morris will save you $500, and, he's been playing great basketball as well. P.J. Tucker, insane game. 43 points. He's had a good series, obviously a bad game 1. But he's played 41 minutes, 33. I don't know if that was due to foul trouble or what. I'm trying to think back to that. Let's go back here and take a look. Well, he's gotten in foul trouble almost every game. So, not quite sure what that was there. Oh, 5 fouls, yeah. I mean, so that was his issue there. No, I'm sorry. That would have been game 3. They have this mixed up? Yeah, oh no, here you go, game 3. 30 points, still got 30 out of it. They're not showing the salary, but I think it was like 4,500 maybe, 4,300. So I like him tonight. He'll play a ton of minutes. He'll get a ton of opportunities, rebounds, blocks. So don't count him out. He's a great play, as always. Andre Iguodala, Gordon Hayward, roll the dice on it if you want. 29, 10, 26, 7. If you want to go with the pattern, he'll get you mid-20s, upper 20s tonight. But, this is a game they got to win, so they need a shooting. But, his minutes are there. He's just sketchy this series. Very, very sketchy. Pat Connaughton, obviously, said it before. He's always a solid play. I like him a lot. Going to power forward, Giannis, Kevin Durant, Al Horford, Tatum, Morris, Draymond Green. I'm going to organize this by salary. Sorry, guys. One sec. I like KD here. I like Draymond if you want to play him there. I think I'm going to go with the value play at center tonight, so you could see me plugging in Draymond or KD here, or Al Horford even. Al Horford's been decent, but he hasn't been the best this series. 49 first game, 29, 35, 39, so pretty consistent all across the board. It's his, typical performance for him, but I'd really like to see, another 49 out of him, or 62. That's the last 5 against Milwaukee, so I don't know when that was, but if he could hit the 50 mark, I'd like to play him, but I don't think it happens tonight. They really locked him down, but if you want mid to upper 30s, I think he's a great play, but for $500 more, I'm probably going to go with Draymond at home. Went over Tatum, Morris, Ford, PJ Tucker, Mirotic. He's been solid. I mean, that 32 mark is probably the most you're going to see out of him these playoffs. I don't think he gets there again. His minutes have been fine. 29 in that one game was great. He hits value at 70% of the time at 4,600. Ersan is someone that I'm really going to be targeting tonight for the center position. Hits value 52% of the time. He's not going to get you crazy points. He could get you upper teens, low 20s, but I want to spend up elsewhere. Center's not really a position I want to spend at tonight. Going to the center position, Clint Capella has been hit or miss. Same thing as Gordon Hayward, 15, 35, 34, 19. It depends how Golden State plays. He hits value at 91% of the time, so you could definitely play him at 5,600. Do I think he gets to 30 tonight? Yeah, sure he could, but he could also get you 15 again. It just depends how the game plays out. And so, he's hit or miss, like I said. Minutes are there. Last game was at 21, so not great, but I think it gets back up to 30, 35 minutes. Draymond, obviously talked about him earlier. Brooks Lopez played him Monday night, was mediocre. I mean, that's all he's been this series, is mediocre. He hasn't been great. 9, 18, 21, 19. I don't like him here. I'd rather play Ersan Ilyasova for $1,000 less if he's going to get similar points to Brooks Lopez. Last game was tearing my hair out over Brooks Lopez. He just sits in the corner or is behind on every play, and guys like Ilyasova or Mirotic are the ones that end up shooting the ball, getting the rebounds, doing the dirty work, and he's just been sitting around the arc, and I don't like it, so I won't be playing him tonight. I'll guarantee that. Kevon Looney, meh. If you want to risk it, you can, but he's not been doing much this series. 3,200 hits value 52% of the time, so no one else I really like there. Going back to guard, kind of the same guys. I think I'm going to plug in my mid-tier guys here tonight. Utility, I might go with another guard here. I think it's going to be a big position tonight, so that's going to be where I put in my utility, either guard or forward. No centers here at the utility spot for me tonight. It's just there's nothing there for it. So we're going to go ahead and look at the lineup. I'll get back to point guard here. Excuse me. I like Chris Paul here tonight. I really do. James Harden has a game where he falls off. Chris Paul could pick him up with that veteran leadership. They got to win this game, so they're going to be playing hard. Let's plug in Chris Paul here. I want to go Draymond, small forward, Giannis. The only reason I'm not going to go KD here is because I think Steph Curry's shooting the ball more. KD's going to share it more because Steph's back. I could still see easily KD getting 50 points, but I kind of want to spread it out a little bit more. Giannis, I like tonight here. Going back to shooting guard, I'm going to go cheap here. This is going to be one of my value spots. I like Pat Connaughton here. He gets minutes, especially in a blowout. He'll still play, so never a bad move there. We know what his ceiling is. We know what he's been this series too, and we know he's had a bad run of 3 straight 13-point games. 2 of them against Detroit, 1 against Boston. He's been in the mid to upper 20s this series primarily. I think he's a good play. He's going to get 30 minutes, especially tonight. Going to the center position, like I said, I'll be plugging in Ilyasova here tonight. There's just not enough there for me to want to play anyone else, such as Capella or Horford. I think Capella and Horford will play good games, but I'm just not going there tonight. Back to the guard position, Steph Curry and Kyrie played very similar games. They actually had the exact same amount of points. Curry shot the ball a lot better. Still 28% from 3 is not like him, so if he still shoots the ball 14 times from the 3-point line, I think you see that 30 points that he had last game go up a little bit, and you see him hit the mid 50s to upper 50s. I am probably going to plug in Steph Curry here tonight. 5,400 left average remaining player salary. I really want to play Chris Middleton at home. The only thing I'm worried about is a blowout here and where he would sit the entire fourth quarter. So I'm kind of iffy on him. I think P.J. Tucker would be a good play here. He's going to get 35, 40 minutes tonight. They got to win this game. So let's plug him in here and see what we can get. 5,700 left. We got Eric Gordon, Clint Capella, Marcus Morris, Eric Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe, someone that's going to hit value 80% of the time at that salary. Not a bad play, but I really don't see him having a big game. I mean, Boston's going to play this game tough, and he just has not been good against them. Marcus Morris has been shooting the ball incredibly. 50% from the field last game. He could pick it up from the 3-point line. 40 points is the most you're going to see out of him, though. That was because of the 14 rebounds, so he had the double-double there. I don't think he's going to get 14 rebounds again. Out of what I had seen, he mainly has 6 to 8 rebounds a game. 14 was kind of freaky. So I don't think he gets there tonight to 40, but, low to mid-30s is definitely not out of the question if he keeps shooting the ball well. Let's see. Eric Gordon, again, someone just like P.J. Tucker is going to get a ton of minutes. 40 points in Game 3, 30 points last game, 37 in Game 1. Game 2 was a fluke. I don't see him playing that, and I'm saying quote-unquote poorly again. Not that he played poorly, but, he's going to be in the 30 to 40 range, I think, tonight. Let's see if I can plug in Bledsoe and kind of split up elsewhere and see what I can get. Jaylen Brown, Iguodala. Nah. Actually, Jaylen Brown, mid-20s to mid-30s. It's not a bad play. Andre Iguodala, same thing. I mean, they're both great options. I think I might go with Andre Iguodala at home here. They took the questionable off him, so I don't think... Yeah, he's no longer listed on the injury report. It should be available. So, let's update this here, see what it says. Oh, confirmed lineup. Wow, that's kind of early. 2:45 on the West Coast, and they already confirmed their lineup for 7:30. Because I'm on the East Coast. Sorry, guys. Andre Iguodala is starting. So, he's going to get there tonight. I like him. This is a lineup I'm pretty confident in. Not 100%. I want to have some KD. I want to have some Harden. This is just kind of something I put together pretty quick. Take it as you will. Taking it out. I'll show you what my locks are tonight. These are my locks. I think Steph Curry is going to play another great game. I think Draymond Green's going to play a great game. And Giannis wants to close us out at home. So these are going to be my locks here tonight. You can build around it. Obviously, you take away Steph Curry and you want to go with someone like Chris Paul because you think he's going to get similar points, or Kyrie Irving. It doesn't change up too much. I think Kyrie Irving and Steph are going to be very similar, getting points. So play it as you want. Kyrie has been shooting the ball horribly. He still had 50 points last game. So he turns this around. He shoots the ball better like he did in game one. You're going to see a 50-plus game out of him. So, don't cut him out. He's also been shooting it horrible from three. So he turns both those things around, and he keeps his assists and rebounds up, steals even, and keeps his personal fouls down. You're going to see a 50-plus burger out of Kyrie tonight. So don't count him out. I just like Steph Curry a little bit more. I'm saving a few $100. So those are my locks tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed. As I said, you guys have any questions, any comments or concerns, any suggestions for me, please feel free to comment them below. I'd appreciate it. And hit that subscribe button as well. Would love to get this channel up and running here. I know it's getting towards the end of the NBA season, but as we pick up throughout the summer, there's going to be other things coming up. There's going to be WNBA. We got the AFL coming up as well. PGA, MLB, not the biggest MLB player here. It's just not high-paced enough for me. So, bear with me. We're coming down the wire, so we're going to be doing more showdown lineups once we get into conference finals. But thank you guys again for stopping in. Smash that subscribe button, and I would appreciate it. Thanks, guys.